I should tell you how we're going to play this game. I will ask more questions, and anytime you lie, or tell the incomplete truth, or refuse to answer, or give a response that I don't like, Moses here will hit you hard in the ribs. Now, I know he will hit you hard because we made a bet, 10K. You see, Moses thinks you are soft, that you won't last 5 punches before you break and tell us everything. I think, well, it doesn't matter what I think. How about you?
Please, I don't know anything.
Well, I think you know something. Otherwise, you won't be here. Moses, give him a taste.
It hadn't been a kind day for Benga. The month hadn't been kind either. Come to think of it, neither has the whole year. But Benga's particular run of bad luck started 2 days before, on Friday afternoon. The city was preparing for its weekend hibernation, and Benga was sitting lazily in his office when...
Oga, it's 4 o'clock.
Patience, Benga's secretary. You could set your watch by her.
Already?
Yes, so.
All right, my dear. I'll see you on Monday.
Oga, I want my salary. You dey owe me.
Benga had hoped she would forget.
I never pay you.
No, since March.
Kai, this is uncalled for. This is unjust. No worry, I go settle you next week.
Sir, now so you talk last week.
Really?
Oga, why you dey do me like this now?
Patience. I'm really sorry. I promise. I no go forget next time.
As you see me so, Oga, I no get transport money.
Big girl like you no get boyfriend.
Oga, you dey find girlfriend?
You think say me, I sabi girlfriend?
Na true, Oga. You know sabi.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
So, wetin we go do about this now? Shey you go manage 1,000?
1,000. Oga, that one fit carry me go house. You no go bring me back.
Calabar girl. Oh yeah, take 1,500.
2.
And rubber. I go still pay you next week, oh.
I go chop that one when I see am.
Benga's hopes for weekend meals at the local booker were dashed. His mind now filled with images of cold gari and groundnuts. But it was worth it. Patience kept the office running, especially in hard times like this.
Take. Yeah, woman.
Yeah, Oga.
Any messages?
Mr. Chuka say make I tell you say this office no be residential place. You no wan see you for this place past 6 o'clock.
See me see trouble. I can't work late again.
Oga, you dey work here for weekend?
If there's work to be done.
If, sir. If.
In case, Patience. In case there's work to be done.
Anyway, na your palava be that. I dey go. Make you enjoy weekend.
You too.
Benga looked at the number on his phone. It was the last person he wanted to talk to right now. But he had been putting it off for too long.
Hello, Vivian.
Benga, I've been trying to reach you all week.
Sorry, I couldn't find my phone.
You should check the bottom of a bottle.
It wasn't like that.
You don't need to feed me excuses anymore. So spare me.
Really, Vivian? Did you just call me to start a fight? Is this really the best use of your time?
Your daughter wants to speak to you.
Put her on.
Daddy!
Kike, Daddy's girl. How are you?
Fine. I won a prize in class.
Really? Good for you. What did you win it for?
Spelling,
What words did you spell?
exercise, and international.
Honey, I'm so proud of you. Those are tough words.
Do you want to see it?
See what?
The prize.
Why don't you just tell me what it is?
No, I want it to be a surprise. Will you come?
Honey, I can't come to Lagos right now.
Please, Daddy, please.
Okay, I will. Soon, I promise.
Okay, I'll keep it safe till you come. But wait, don't come next week. Mommy and Uncle Jola are taking me to...
Hello? Kike? Vivian? Hello?
Uncle Jola was Vivian's latest boyfriend, an accountant. Most men didn't stay long after finding out about Kike, but this one had been in the picture for 4 months.
Sorry, you do not have sufficient funds for this call. Please recharge.
Nonsense. Thank God. Hello, Vivian. I got cut off.
Is this Mr. Dairo?
Yes, this is he.
Benga Dairo, private investigator.
The hairs on the back of Benga's neck stood up. His heart started racing. Finally, some work.
Yes.
I'm calling on behalf of Mrs. Nwankwo. My name is Essien.
What is this about?
I'd rather not say over the phone. Can you drive over here? Can you come to Masaka?
Massacre?
Yes.
I'll give you directions. When you get...
Benga could have waited till later, after the evening rush, but he didn't want to take the risk that he wasn't the only person Essien had called. Not that Abuja was swarming with private detectives, or that she knew where to look, for that matter. People in Benga's line of work couldn't afford to advertise publicly. Most clients usually wanted some shady business done. Spy on an unfaithful spouse? Get some compromising information on a politician? Find someone who didn't want to be found. Benga dealt in secrets, and thus his business was similarly kept. A calling card, a word of mouth, no more, no less.
Welcome back to the Evening Stretch. I'm your host, Kokyo Guremi, and I'll be bringing you some of the best music for your evening drive as the sun sets. So leave the dial where it is, take in the scenery, and enjoy some tunes.
Benga got to the place Essien described, a 2-story building off the main road. It was nighttime, and as usual, no electricity.
Mr. Dairo.
A figure moved in the darkness. It was a woman.
Essien.
Thanks for coming. I hope traffic wasn't too bad.
It was no problem.
I'm sorry for all the secrecy. It's a very delicate situation.
I understand.
Please, come with me.
As they climbed upstairs, Benga got a good look at Essien. She looked in her late 20s, pretty, shapely, smaller than she sounded. Her actions and movements were quiet, almost cautious.
In here.
They entered a modest apartment, lit by a single kerosene lantern. There was a kitchen in one corner and doors to 2 bedrooms.
Have a seat. Can I get something for you to eat or drink?
No, thank you. I'm fine.
He lied. He was starving. But Benga made it a personal rule not to eat at clients' homes. For one, it's hard to turn down a job you don't feel right about when you have food in your mouth. He was also very paranoid.
You mentioned you were representing a certain Mrs. Nwankwo. Is she on her way, if you don't mind me asking?
I see you like to go straight to the point.
Please, don't be offended.
Not at all. I just wanted you to be comfortable. But if you want to talk business, please follow me. What's the matter?
Follow you? Into the bedroom?
Like I said, it's a delicate situation.
Benga decided he didn't have much to lose. Inside the room, Essien stood next to a bed in which lay a woman. She was probably in her 50s, but Benga wasn't too sure because of how sick she looked. There was a drip running into her arm and an oxygen tube under her nostrils. She was unconscious.
Mr. Dairo, I would like you to meet Mrs. Nwankwo.
That wasn't what Benga had expected.
I'm sorry. I brought you here so you would know how important this is. How badly she needs your help.
I'm not sure I can do much for her.
Obinna, her son, he's been kidnapped.
A cold chill grabbed Benga's heart. He found cases like this particularly disturbing.
I want you to help us find him.
How old is he?
14.
The kidnappers, have they asked for anything?
We haven't heard from them.
So you're not sure it's a kidnapping?
He went missing from his school 2 days ago.
Maybe he snuck out.
Not Obinna. If he's gone, it's because someone forcefully took him. Excuse me. I have to go get her pain medication.
As Essien left the room, Benga took a closer look at Mrs. Nwankwo. She looked like she'd been sick for quite a while. The multiple needle marks up and down her forearm showed a long history of medical attention. She didn't look like she had much time left. Suddenly, she opened her eyes, looking straight at Benga, almost making him jump.
My son, please keep him safe.
A tear rolled down the side of her face. She reached out and held his hand.
Promise me.
Madam,
Please.
Benga didn't know what to say. If it was a kidnapping without a ransom, the chances of finding her son alive were next to none. But he couldn't bring himself to tell her the truth.
I promise.
Just as suddenly, she fell unconscious again. Essien returned with 2 syringes.
Oh. She stopped. That's interesting.
You're her nurse?
For the last 6 months.
She doesn't look too good.
Asbestos poisoning. It's incurable. So the best I can do for her is make her comfortable. even as it gets worse and worse.
How long does she have?
About a month, probably less. I couldn't bear to watch her die. Not knowing where Obinna is. She loves him so much. She can't stop talking about him. How special he is. How great his destiny would be. Her favorite story was from when he was 4. He was playing outside when she noticed it was about to rain. So she went out to call him, and as he was coming to meet her, she saw lightning strike him down. She ran to where he lay, shouting and crying over him. But then he opened his eyes and smiled at her. He was fine.
That's a good story.
You don't believe it.
Do you?
I believe she believes what she saw. And that's enough for me.
Does she have any enemies? Anyone who would do this to hurt her?
I can't think of anyone.
You said he was kidnapped from school. Which school?
The Gifted Children's Institute, here in Abuja.
So, he's gifted.
Brilliantly gifted, according to his mother.
Okay. I'll go there tomorrow and begin my investigation.
So, you'll take the case?
Well, there's still the issue of, my fee.
How much?
Well, 500,000 for my services. And then an additional 1.5 million if I find him alive. But I understand if...
Here's a check for 1 million.
That's really generous of you.
His life is worth much more.
I'll do my best.
Let me walk you to your car.
Benga had to admit, Essien's tale made him curious, but he couldn't start believing things like destiny. Hope wasn't good for business.
So, what kind of people usually hire you?
Let's just say I'm busier during the elections.
It sounds exciting.
It can be.
I'm sure you take all kinds of interesting cases.
Not really. It's usually digging for dirty secrets about people.
And what do you usually find?
That everybody has something to hide. Why did you become a nurse?
I wanted to help people.
That's honorable. Most people just chase the money.
Well, I come from a wealthy family, so maybe it's not so honorable.
But you're doing it. You're taking care of a dying woman. Thanks for walking me to my car.
Thanks for taking the case. You're doing a good thing, helping her find her son.
You're paying me to.
Because I know you'll find him.
I'll try my best.
You have my number. Keep us updated.
I will.
Good night, detective.
Good night, nurse.
As Benga drove away, he couldn't help but feel there was more to this case than he had been told. For now, at least, there was some money in his pocket and a job in hand. He would get some rest and then open the case of Obinna Nwankwo.